Let me see. Okay, we can start now. So if you'd like, you could start by introducing yourself.
Hello, I'm retired Master Sergeant McCallum, U.S. Army, former Marine. I've been coming to Dr. Elkari for a while
Mm-hmm.
because I had a back injury, but recently, about how long ago did I get
About 4 months ago.
About 4 months ago, I was having some severe neuropathy, and the burning and the twitching and the nerves that were just going crazy, like ants were crawling all over you all the time. And I came in and I was here for the shots for my lower back. And then he asked me off the side of the wall, "Have you ever had an operation before?" And I said, "Yes." And I showed him the scar. He started poking around. And next, he gave me an injection that took the pain away within a minute. And I think I posted a post earlier, way back then, and I'm still non-ant free, as you might say, and the burning is still there, but the medication is working fine. But overall, what he did for me, I mean, you guys need to jump on the train, because if you guys have problems, he might be able to, not might, but he can help you. He can really help you. So if you have any questions, you guys need to go to Reset.
That's right. Thank you so much. Now, more on the symptoms. So you said that for the neuropathy, how did it present for you?
The neuropathy was difficult when I was sitting
Mm-hmm.
or when I was walking, because when you step, you get this like an explosion of feelings that come up through your leg.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like pins and needles.
right,
Ants.
and it gets, when you step down, it's like an explosion that rocks up to your legs, to your knees. And sometimes they would come all the way up to your groin area.
Mm-hmm.
And it depended on what you were doing. If you bent down, you took a bigger step, or you just turned and stepped, and it's like, and it just explode. But you're standing there and you're talking to people, and I mean, it's like electricity, constantly moving through your legs, and then the burning, and then the cramping parts.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned spasms, that you were
Yes.
having a lot of spasms.
Yes, but
Okay.
the cramping was bad. I mean, you could just be sitting there, and then your toe goes, and you're like, ah! And then you have to battle that for 5 minutes or so, until you can, and then you, through the pain of your back and everything else.
And everything else on top of it.
Right.
And then Dr. LaCorey did the reset injection 4 months ago, like you mentioned. He went through the scar tissue on an old surgery.
Yes.
He was able to find areas that were really sensitive that pertain nothing to do, the surgery, original surgery, had nothing to do with your neuropathy or your feet or anything. What type of surgery was it?
I had to go in because I had some, I was having numbness of the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had an operation a long time, not an operation, but I had a dislocation, and they set the arm, and it was set in a funny way.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I was having some shoulder problems, and when I was sleeping, I noticed when I woke up, my whole arm, I couldn't move.
Mm-hmm.
And then the elbow was operated on after she operated here,
Okay.
and I tore this open. As you can see, the scar tissue.
You still have the scar there.
Yeah.
So that's where Dr. LaCorey did the reset
Yes,
injections.
he was just poking her. He said, he just asked me out of nowhere
Mm-hmm.
if he had an operation in the last 5 years. And I said, yeah. So I showed
Scar
him
tissue
in,
there.
and then I said, yeah. And then he started poking me with something,
Mm-hmm.
with a sharp object.
it
And then
went
all
down
of a
to your
sudden he
feet.
touched it, and I felt like a wave of no pain, like it just
Relief.
disappeared, and then it came right back again. And then I told him, and he said, okay. And then next thing you know, I was looking this way, came back, and he was injecting me. And I was like, whoa. And then he goes, how do you feel now? And I stood up, and I was like, well, let me see. And I rocked left to right. And I was like, man, I want to go jump out of an airplane with a parachute,
And 4 months down the road, you still don't have the spasming. You don't have the severe pain.
I have, I mean.
You have other symptoms. But,
the legs, the feet move, while you're sleeping. But
okay.
that's
So they're
normal.
restless.
Yeah, that's normal. But
Still, okay. But you've noticed an improvement overall, and you're happy with the
Yes.
improvement?
yes.
Okay.
And I meant to ask him something, and I forgot, but I will after this. So.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for participating.